Oh, we're joined now by Stephanie Fried, who's crossed over the border to Turkey. Stephanie, tell us about this, because the fighting seems to be escalating, even though we're near that 2-year mark since that crisis first unfolded. What are the developments, not from the outside, but from the inside, where you've been reporting?
Well, from what I understand, what we're hearing today, what's happening, definitely, absolutely, that fighting is escalating. It's ongoing. Today, the latest is that there was a car bomb. That's the report that we're getting in the Damascus area. No confirmation, no numbers yet in terms of casualties. Also, there's an ongoing fight back and forth right now that's gotten very fierce within the past few days of government forces that are going up against the opposition forces, government trying to recapture areas that were taken by opposition. This has been some fierce fighting in airfields in the northern part of Syria, close to the Turkish border. So again, fierce fighting, bombings, air campaigns, and that has been ongoing, of course, for all the time that we've seen this uprising in Syria. But it seems that it's gained in momentum, if that's even possible, let's say within the past days and the past week.
Well, in the past days, we've been watching your reports from Syria. 500,000 registered refugees now, but that could go up to 1 million registered refugees by this summer alone. When you watch these refugees, when you speak to them, when you hear your stories, what do you feel?
I'll tell you, it's quite an interesting question, because as walking through and among the refugees, visiting people in their quote-unquote homes, and when I say homes, that's such a loose term, because really bombed out buildings, bombed out homes, and people are living in them because they've got nowhere else to go. Some people would follow us around and think that perhaps we were there to somehow save them, that we were aid workers, that we were government people that could perhaps do something for them. And that's a very difficult position to be in. Of course, telling their story is what we can do. And definitely, as being out in the cold today, and this is what the people were talking about, the aid workers I spoke with, is that it's been snowing all day long. They said that this snow, this frigid cold, this is what's difficult, and certainly the thoughts turn to those refugees that we meet, that we interview, that they're out there in these very thin tents in this cold. And so those are the thoughts that come along with meeting the people, talking to the people there in refugee camps, in homes inside Syria.
I was going to say that the cold that you're obviously feeling in urban areas reflects the great challenge that they also face this winter. Stephanie Fried over in Turkey, thank you very much for joining us there.